On the one hand, the doctrine of polygamy has never been renounced. It is still LDS doctrine that a man can be sealed to multiple women in the eternities. In fact, in the recent biography of Dallin H. Oakes, who's currently a member of the First Presidency, we read from his diaries where after his first wife, June Dixon, dies and he's courting a second wife, Kristen McMain, he makes it clear to her that she needs to be okay with being a second wife in the eternities. Now, there have been many, including Carol Lynn Pearson, who wrote a book, The Ghost of Polygamy, that shows how this doctrine of polygamy still shapes how many Mormon men and women approach gender and family and the eternities. And further, the LDS institution itself has often been shaped in relation to both the legacies of Joseph Smith and Brigham Young's polygamy, but also the fundamentalist movement itself. When I was writing my book, American Zion, I was shocked at how many moves the LDS institution took whenever there was national attention on the fundamentalists. And so you can't understand the LDS movement without understanding the fundamentalists, and you can't understand the internal dynamics of the LDS church, whether it be doctrine or practice or gender, without understanding these remaining legacies of polygamy. Because at its heart is a crucial question that's at the core of all of Mormonism: is what do you do with the revelation that no longer fits modern day standards? How do you rescind a revelation on polygamy? Because as long as Doctrine and Covenants 132, Joseph Smith's revelation on polygamy, remains in the LDS scriptural canon, the faith is still going to be struggling with that revelation and doctrine of polygamy. And the fact that it took 3 manifestos and nearly half a century to move from that practice shows how deeply encoded polygamy was in Mormonism.